What's up, guys? So we're back with another one. We're playing The Show 23. This was published 2023.
Hey everybody, this is Boot Shopping. Welcome to the show.
Okay, I was just looking at something, guys. Yeah,
Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. The wind of the pitch. That one's in there, and we're underway. In the air, left side. Pereira under it. Makes the grab, one away. Here's Turner now. And first offering is fouled off. When Cole's brother-in-law, Brandon Crawford, took him deep, Cole signed a pair of spikes for Brandon Crawford. One that said adios pelota and the other one that said out of here.
Yeah, calls by the great John Miller and Dwayne Kuiper of the San Francisco Giants.
dang, this guy sucks at batting.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away,
All
and
right.
we'll do it again.
I'm gonna throw
the
hardest strike to throw.
Just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Okay.
And the 0-2. Chopper right side. Toss to LeMahieu. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
The first base is number 3. Right.
Right side, hard hit. Torres over to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Bottom of the first, Aaron Judge at the plate. The pitch. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
That's a hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here is Gleyber Torres. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Pulls out one foul. LeMahieu gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner goes again. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one, and they add a couple more. It's 3-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Rojas under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. That one hammered center field. Rojas going back some more to the warning track, makes the catch. Man at first, and next for New York, Emerson Pereira. And that one is lifted in the air. Could be extra bases. Wells hung up in a rundown now. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. But the long new inning getting started, and now it's Alec Bohm. And he deals. And that one in the air center field. One up, one down.
Oh my, that was a crazy catch.
That was awesome. That's not your typical diving catch because he had to get up for that one. And man, that couldn't have felt too good coming down. But an excellent display of athleticism and, more importantly, a big play to save extra bases.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Guys, I have a baseball game today, and I'm so happy because you guys can make fun of me all you want in the comments. We've had 3 games so far. And those 2 games have been undefeated. So hopefully we win this one. It's against Henry, and so I got 2 hits in my first season of Kid Pitch on Tuesday, so I'm really happy about that. But I also got the pitch for the first time, so shout out to my coach for that.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And out number 1 on the grab. So the lineup flips over. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. Homer to lead off the ball game. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Marsh running hard. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Liner, base hit. And the Phillies manager. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Michael Lorenzen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Now, it seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Marsh pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Hit it.
That one finds
Bro,
the zone.
I just wanted to hit it.
How good these
So
offenses
fun
are.
when they
There's a
hit
lot of
it.
ball game left.
And that one is lifted in the air. And Castellanos is out. And there's 1 down.
I want someone to hit it so far that I have to run and dive for it.
Swing
Oh,
and
yes.
a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down.
They're
2
so
outs, bases
fast.
empty.
It's so hard.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Right through there for a strike. Rojas hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a high fly ball left field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around second now, as they still don't have it. Passes third, he wants it all. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Oh,
This
crap.
one high in the air to left center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
This one popped up. Volpe pulls it down, and that ends the inning.
That one was ticketed for the gap.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. And the pitch. There's a swing and a drive.
That's a home run.
And forget it.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now Anthony Volpe dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. So a man aboard, Everson Pereira stepping in now for the Yankees. And he's already the kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a rope into center field, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball.
Runner breaks for third. Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. Two on with one out. Here's the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. He's 0 for 1. Swung on, belted. That's back.
Oh, the backflip is just dirty. Oh, he just did the backflip with the bat.
And they add to the lead. It's 9-1. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for these guys, clearly it's the long ball.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Matt Strom.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
LeMahieu, a former Gold Glove winner, 34-year-old vet, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. That one lifted to left. Marsh moves under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Bryce Harper. And a foul ball.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Volpe throws it to first in time. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Boom. Batting for the second time. And that's strike one.
Oh, my. Curveball? Oh, my. He's throwing curveballs.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. The wind of the pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Torres fires over to first. And that will end the inning. Back now with the Bronx. Ready to go. Bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. Strong back to work. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that ball is out of here. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. High High fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. Castellanos going back on this one. That one is gone. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells. That one ripped. Marsh ranging back and out of here. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 12-1. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2. That's a laser base hit. And he's got a double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Now the left fielder, Everson Pereira. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Turner with the throw to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now it's Esteban Floria.
Almost drove one out of here last time up, flied out to the warning track.
Hammered, base hit. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He scores, and the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So a lefty out of the pen, Jose Alvarado. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Kicks and deals. That's hard hit in the line. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. For Judge, he's really developed into more than just a power hitter. He covers the plate well, shows impressive awareness of the strike zone to boot.
That's critical. Very important. If you want to be one of
And that is that. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Peraza drifts towards it, and there's one down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows. It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Peraza fires over to first. That's out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. The pitch. Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Torres, a guy the Yankees acquired for Aroldis Chapman back in 2016.
He is fearless. You can't tell if he's been in this league for 8 years or 2 years.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. He's got a double.
Boog, I know you love the slug. Well, slugging percentage is on the rise in this one. That's his 3rd extra base hit of the game. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Base hit. Torres coming home. He'll score easily, and they extend their lead.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Makes the catch for the out. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Phillies, Kyle Schwarber.
You know, these Phils, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming into this one, that was probably the game plan. Attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
Gets under and pops it up. Cole makes the play, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Turner in the box again. Takes a strike. Fastball for a strike. 0-2. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I love that Garrett Cole is sort of a throwback guy out there on the mound. Sort of that classic.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Bounce to the left side. Peraza in there safely.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Cole a check to first. Back in there standing. Cole, of course, the first overall pick by the Pirates in the 2011 draft out of UCLA, and really blossomed as he moved from Pittsburgh to Houston in 2018. Harper off the first with 2 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
He's one of the 2 pitchers to strike out 14 batters in 3 consecutive games. Pedro Martinez was the other to do it, but Garrett Cole, again, just a dominant pitcher that wants to finish what he starts.
The 0-2. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame. No runs. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a foul ball.
Bruh.
Left field, way back there. And that is gone.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and
Step off. Oh, he jumped early. Pereira caught in a rundown now, and they tag him out. Digging in, Estevan Florial. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. Gone. A towering shot to right, and they add on. It's 16-2. Jeff Hoffman on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now Oswald Peraza on to first, and there are 2 outs.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone.
He's putting on quite the show with the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Rojas makes the grab, and that's the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th, and now Bryson Stott in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And a strike in there.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Hit weakly on the ground. Toss to LeMahieu, and 2 away to start the 7th. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Did he trip? What happened? Sniper?
Great effort. So bad he wanted that one. Head first dive.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
Peraza under it. Makes the catch in and
Okay, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.